Yo, what's up, YouTube, man? Happy Friday.
We are
and
under
today,
the lights here on
we're
a
at
Friday night at
AT&T
Oracle
Park.
Park in San Francisco.
Oracle Park. Whoops.
Tonight we continue the road trip with
Wrong
the
park.
first of three.
But look at the
LA
record of the
Dodgers
Giants. 30 and 32, man. They are 2 games under 500. They want to get to 500, and they kind of want to turn their season around. But they're coming against, they're facing the best team in baseball with an 11-game winning streak. As Johnny Cueto's on the mound, and I think this is the first time we actually see him this season pitching a 3.91 ERA. The sunlight in San Francisco right now is kind of covering, or the shade in San Francisco is kind of covering the play, and that's ball one. I really don't like Oracle Park, AT&T. Why did I call it that? What? Strike one. I really don't like this park sometimes because of the sunlight and how the light is in San Francisco, as that's 2-1 counter Chris Taylor, as we came in from a series sweep. Thursday we had the day off, which was really lovely, and now here we are against, okay, 1-2-2 against the San Francisco Giants, who we've come more to San Francisco than they've come to LA. And we'll see the Rockies here pretty soon, which I'm excited about. We're pretty much, before the All-Star break, we pretty much see a lot of the NL West, as that's a single for Chris Taylor hitting one into left field. So that's pretty cool, knowing that we get to play the NL West, and if we win the series, even if we do lose one, but if we keep on winning series, it'd help us out with, that's a double play ball, darn it. Former Dodger D. Gordon over there. Brandon Crawford will be coming up now. I wonder how the applause will be back for Brandon Crawford. This is the second series back since leaving the Giants, and not a lot of love. As Johnny Cueto really misses his shortstop, probably, as that's ball one. So the starting pitchers for, I know I'm not even on pitching yet, but the starting pitchers for the Dodgers, and they are killing it this year. As that's hit straight to D. Gordon to end the inning. We'll get back to that conversation while we get back out on the mound. So here's Rich Hill, the starting pitcher of the day. 9 wins, 1 loss, 12 starts, 1.11 ERA, 81.1 innings, and 45 strikeouts and 1 walk. This season, right now he ranks 3rd in ERA, behind Kershaw and then Walker Buehler. We got 3 Dodger pitchers who are in the ERA category for being the best pitchers in the league with ERAs. That's hit the right field, and that will drop. What a hit. What a way to start a game, and Rich Hill already pitching out of the stretch with the first batter. And here comes Gerardo Parra. Hit the right field. This is this ain't off the wall. So there's your first out, Rich Hill. Keep it up.
And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup
that was quick.
Hero, what's your take?
So here comes D. Gordon, hitting 252. And we'll just go get D. Gordon. I know I should have got the lead runner, but if D. Gordon would have been able to get on, and if one was hitting the gap, they would have scored us. They might do it here anyway. Bell coming up as just ball one. Austin Barnes behind the plate tonight. Russell Martin had a really good game in Arizona before the off day, but I thought I'd give him another off day. And JT, he's out of the game. Max Muncy is actually playing 3rd tonight for, I'm pretty sure, the first time this season for us. I just gave him that day off for a mental break. I really feel like he's been mentally thinking about that hitting streak and worrying about it. That's a K on the corner. That was nasty. What a pitch from Rich Hill, celebrating right there, and I bet the San Francisco fans did not like that. Here comes Max Muncy, hitting 321 on the season, and 4th in today's lineup as that's ball 1 away. But I feel like I wanted to start I wanted to relax Justin Turner, let him have like 2 days off in a row, just let him relax, not think about that hitting streak, just think about watching the game and enjoying himself on the bench. Even for a pitch hitter, he's not coming out.
Inside with the slider,
Then
and
he'd
that'll
really
back
be
him
thinking
up a
about
bit.
that hitting streak. Just, I want the mental day off for Justin Turner and Max Muncy on a 2-1 count. Oh, 2-1, oh, 3-1 right there. That's Cody Bellinger's on deck.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch
Walked him.
inside. Normally,
Great
they'll
AB
go
from
back
Muncy.
outside, but he followed that up with
And here
another
comes our
pitch
first
on the
baseman,
inside
Cody
part of the
Bellinger.
plate.
So, we only have, okay, so the All-Star break is in July, so that's a month away from now.
Set and the pitch.
We only have
Fastball just
2
misses. That's ball
people
one.
in the who
Nobody
are
out,
top
runner on
voting.
first.
We have Clayton Kershaw, who's in a top vote spot, and then we got Chris Taylor out in center. And that's
the
probably gonna be the
Dodgers'
Dodger
first
All Stars this
As
year.
a hitter, you
And
know
I
the
will
pitcher's
play the
trying to
All-Star
work him
game
down around the knees in a double play
and
situation, so
stuff.
making him get a
And I
pitch
will
up
take
and
that
actually
week
in
off
the
during the
zone
All-Star
is a
game.
must.
Like,
Now a ball sliced
so
out
like,
of play
I'm gonna
down
do
the left
everything
field
what
line.
MLB does. I'm gonna take that shit off, relax, do it. Just like just like I usually do with the schedules. That's a strikeout to Cody Bellinger. Damn it. Let's here comes Jock Peterson. Getting 223, trying to get his All-Star votings higher. Here's the pitch, ball 1. And I know, 1 for 18 lifetime against Johnny Cueto. I did not know that. Holy smokes. 1-0 to Jock. 2-0. Good take.
Try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely
Max
are you gonna
Muncy
get
still
this
at
guy to
first.
ground into a double play.
Brandon Belt holding him on over there.
2-0.
With the pitch, hit, chopper. Pick your first down. They're gonna just go straight to the second to get the lead runner and let Jock Peterson be on first. And here comes Alex Verdugo, hitting 298 on the season, trying to do something here. Strike 1. That nasty changeup from Johnny Cueto is the pitch what is killing us in today's ball game. That changeup has missing and doing stupidness. As that's hit the center and that's an out.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
And here comes Here comes Buster Posey. Hitting
Best
324 on the season. That's pretty damn good.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a
324. Buster Posey knows how to get the ball in play, obviously.
hit in
Hit
the
the
air
right
down the right
field
field
for a
line.
foul.
But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he'll come back with
2-1.
one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Here comes the pitch.
Hit to
Hit to Bellinger. Bellinger will run it over the first out. And I bet that doesn't feel so good for Buster, but you know, sometimes, you know, your rivalry team comes in and they change how you play. As here comes Evan Longoria hitting 228 on the season. I bet he's wishing to get his batting average a little bit higher against the Dodgers in this weekend series, or just on the season, man.
Corey Seager is on fire.
Foul ball.
Rounded up the first baseline. Longoria, or just Longo as he's often referred. He was a first-round
To
pick during the
seam
first-year
ball.
player
Good
draft
take
in
from Evan
2006.
Longoria.
Yeah, he has
Really
turned
good
himself into a really
16
nice
pitches
ball
for
player.
Rich Hill.
I wouldn't put him on a superstar level,
Hit
but you know
the
what? They didn't miss
right-
with this pick either. You go into high
Right
rounds
center
and you
field,
carve out a
or
career
center
the
to
way
right,
this guy
something
has.
like that.
Nice
That's an out. As Chris Taylor will
arranged
range
to
and
his
hit that
left
out.
and put it away.
13-2 Pittsburgh against Milwaukee. Here comes Adam Duvall hitting 188. Damn, him and Kike Hernandez might need to get into the batting cages together and talk some things out. That's rough. 188 on the season is Adam Duvall. Strike 2.
And he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And, you know, if he's hitting 7th, then who the hell's hitting 8th?
Seager,
Because that's an out. Seager throwing over the first for the out.
And the side is retired.
So let's go back to hitting. And here comes
That'll
Austin
bring in
Barnes hitting
Austin
283. 8-hole
We are
hitter
all
today.
set to begin the third inning in this one.
As here comes the
Here
pitch
comes
from
the
Johnny
first pitch.
Cueto.
High
And that's
in the
fouled
air
off.
down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up
Late
being
swing.
a foul ball. To wind
Austin
up,
Barnes,
and the
his
0-1.
series, well, the game he had in
Off-speed pitch just missed
Arizona
inside.
was not the best. He went like 0 for 4 or 0 for something. Trying to get a base hit today to make himself feel pretty good about himself.
Check swing.
Or trying to feel a little better being behind the dish.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held
2-1
up, but
count
boy,
here.
as a
There's the
pitcher,
pitch.
you're hoping that he
Foul
swings
ball.
at that one.
The count now at 2-2.
I think the hardest part here at Oracle Park for me is it's probably
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter.
it's probably just the light at home plate. Like the light's not the best.
Do we try and play for that big
So that's
rally
hit the
with
right
top
field
of
and
the
those
order
fell.
coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
3-2. Austin Barnes having a really good battle right here at the plate.
Heading out towards shallow right. Hara is
And that's an out.
1 down.
Good at bat for Austin Barnes right there. Looking like he might get a big result later in today's game. This here comes Rich Hill, man. Hitting 280 on the season.
Ready to deliver.
Hell, he's hitting just as good as Austin Barnes. Just strike one inside.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action.
He's trying to win a
Totally
pitcher's Silver Slugger. Strike two. Wow, really good pitch right there from Johnny Cueto as Chris Taylor is on deck. Strike 3, darn it. Second K of the game for Johnny Cueto. As here comes Chris Taylor. He has a single. He led off the first inning with a single, and he's trying to do something here for the Dodgers. Strike 1, darn it.
They've been pretty well shut down.
Good pitch
Guys
right
on the
there.
mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up into this point.
Here comes the pitch.
Outside
1-1. Good thing he didn't go.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard
Hit the
on the
right.
pitch, so
D. Gordon with a snag. And now we're in the inning.
Leave it there as the play is made here.
Interesting.
Welcome back.
And
as
here
the
comes
Giants look to get
Jaime
their bats
to
going
talk.
in the 3rd inning, and you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year.
Alan Hampton.
Case in point,
Hitting
they
219, that's way better than Adam
lead
DeVoe.
batting average and
They have
on
this dude
base
hitting
percentage.
8th.
On that note, one of the hitters told me, I'd be lying if I told
But he's
you
not
it
the
isn't
best hitter
frustrating
either, I
for
guess.
everyone. We're all really competitive guys in that clubhouse, so to be where we are is probably keeping some guys up at night. Sounds like a group looking for answers, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
And that's one out. That's here comes Johnny Cueto. He has 1 home run on the season, hitting 130 with 4 RBIs. And that's popped up his old buddy. Oh, Brandon Crawford must have had a hard time seeing that ball. What the heck?
Here's Cameron Maben now.
And here comes Cameron Maben. 1 for 1. He got a hit early in the first, just a single to right fielders. That's strike 1.
Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out
0-1
a
to
way
Cameron
to
Maben.
get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
0-2 to Maben.
be seen. 0-2 the count to Maben now.
12-6 curved to Maben. Let's see if we get him right here. Let's see. Here we go. Ball.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Wish Maben would have swung,
That was a
man.
great take or he got fooled.
Really?
He
I
certainly
really thought we
tried to
got
play it off
1-2
like he knew what
pitch.
was coming. You could bet he'd be on
Foul.
alert for that curveball again.
The 1-2.
Slider.
Hit hard down the line.
Foul ball.
But this is a
If that would have been
foul
fair,
ball
that
as
would have
the
been a
count
double.
holds steady at 1-2.
Maben has the speed. Foul ball. Cameron Maben having a really good at bat all of a sudden.
The 1-2.
There's 0-2 and then 1-2, and now we're just fouling off
Hit
the
down
ball
the
as
third
that's
base
another
line.
foul ball.
Foul. Bottom of inning
I feel like
number
if
3,
Rich Hill had a
0-0 our
changeup
score.
in his arsenal, it'd be a lot better. It's at that's at the right field. Alex Verdugo
waits
will
on
range
it.
into
He makes the play,
retire the
and
side
that'll
right here.
end the inning.
But I feel like if
Giants
Rich Hill had a changeup or something,
stepping into the
it really
box,
changed this
Corey
game.
Seager is
This
looking
here
in
comes
the
Johnny
top of the
Cueto
fourth.
at the top of the fourth. First pitch
coming,
right
here it
here.
is.
It will be a
Now,
strike
an
1
off-speed
with the
pitch
change.
gets the outside.
Johnny
It's a
Cueto's
cold
really
strike.
loving that changeup, and it's working for him. So I'd keep on using it until one of the Dodgers.
Swing
Wow.
and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
A good swing time, just missed it. Must have been a really good pitch. Johnny Cueto.
Set to deliver
He's
on
been
0-2.
really
Here
good
it
against
comes.
us. And that's fouled
Ball
off.
swung on and hit high
Happy
down
we
the
got
line in
contact
left,
on that.
but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds it 0-2.
Johnny Cueto, man, just trying to do what he does best.
And it's
Ball 1.
1-2.
earlier this season, the Giants actually walked us off here in LA. I mean, here in San Francisco. Brandon Bell hit the home run.
Started to chase there.
That was probably one of the saddest days of my life. I don't remember his pitching, but I still remember Brandon Bell. It was like a 0-0 game or something. And Brandon Bell took us deep. And the game was just a high throw to Brandon Bell, but the dude's tall enough to range and get the first out. This here comes Brandon Crawford, and here's some cheers for Crawford. Game 13th inning in New York for the Rockies, as that's fouled off. Crawford, I don't know if a couple games ago he had a 2-run home run game. He went 2 for 4 that game.
Good swing, but
and hit 2 home runs. I think that was the last game at home, and then played the Phillies. If I recall right. 0-2. Hit the left field foul. Just trying to get one into the stands with a home run or trying to get a base knock. Johnny Cueto and Rich Hill have been. And it's gonna be a pitching duo, I guess. I didn't really expect this to be from Johnny Cueto, you know, coming out, doing what he does.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Crawford.
You know, I didn't expect Johnny Cueto to come out and be a workhorse right now. He's throwing 47 pitches. 3-2. Crawford bringing that bat back to him as Max Muncy's on deck. 49th pitch right here from Johnny Cueto. Wow. This ump has a really wide zone. That hurt. What a pitch from Johnny Cueto though. Hit the left field, and this will be an out. Wow, what a call from the umpire. Here comes Gerardo Parra 0 for 1.
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The chill throwing a fastball. This is not gonna drop for Duke on the run to get the out. Here comes D. Gordon. Watch the drag bunt because you know he ain't scared to do it. And if he gets on, then you gotta watch the steals. Strike one outside corner.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio.
I wonder if D. Gordon misses being a Dodger. Probably. Seeing on the winning wins we have, and the wins we're probably gonna end up with. Strike 3 on D. Gordon. Really good pitch. Second K of the game for Rich Hill. He'll take it. And here comes Brandon Bell. Brandon Bell, one of the big hitters for the Giants. But he ain't getting any younger. You know, he's already like 30 some, as that's crushed to right field, but foul. Man, Johnny Cueto. I like how the Giants have that K thing over there. That's pretty cool. Wow. Lucky you. He almost got out on the same pitch he struck out last time as this is hit to Brandon Crawford. Crawford's throw to first to end the inning. So here we go again in the top of the 5th. Johnny Cueto killing the game. Rich Hill killing the game.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts,
just one of those pitching duels.
His lineup's performance so far.
It really is. As does Bellinger, and here comes Bellinger to bat. Struck out in his first AB.
As far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike
zone. And here comes the pitch from Johnny Cueto. Ball 1.
The focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you,
Ball 1, here comes the pitch. 2-1, 2-0. Good take. Surprised the ump didn't call that a strike. Not because, you know, he's been a bad umpire, but and he ain't. But
hanger, but it's laid off and called a
strike. That changeup on Crawford, I thought maybe that would be a strike. As it's 2-1, 3-1.
3-1.
Watch the slider inside. Watch it. That's how he got me on last time.
With a walk anyway to get this leadoff guy on.
Hit Hanson, and then a throw over to first for the out. Was that a slider I hit and I just grounded? I think it was. No, it was the changeup. Damn it. Here comes Jock Peterson 0 for 1. Here comes
way.
With the pitch
Just
and
able
foul
to get
off.
a piece of that for strike one. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs.
One hit apiece for both clubs from Cameron Maben and Chris Taylor as that's ball one.
1-1 to Peterson.
It's been a game here in LA. I mean in San Francisco. I don't know why I want to keep on calling this place LA. That's 2-1.
Here's one that's taken for a ball. It's now 2-1 to the Dodger left fielder.
Cam Maben with the
These guys
single
have
in the
got to be
first,
frustrated
and Chris
as an
Taylor with the
offensive
single
unit
in
so
the
far
first
in
to
this
start
one.
the hitting.
They haven't been able to
And
crack
ever
the
since
code
then,
on
as this is
It's
crushed.
not like they're getting great
This
hits
is off the
either.
wall. This is in Triple's alley, especially for Jock Peterson. And that will maybe start a rally for the Dodgers. What a hit from Jock Peterson is. That's another hit. Took a while,
Yeah, that's not a ton,
but
Matt,
we got a hit as here
very
comes
capable
Alex
there, picking up
Verdugo.
some more as the season
Finally,
goes
I
on.
get good contact on that stupid changeup. Finally, as here comes Verdugo out of the stretch. Here's Cueto, and that's fouled off. If you're Verdugo, you just need one out in the outfield. You're not trying to do anything too big. Not, just do something. But don't get like. And that's a hit and an out. So that's a RBI, well, sacrifice ground out. Let's go, 1-0 Dodgers. That might be the only run in this game. I don't know. It's been a crazy game as here comes Austin Barnes. So 1-0 Dodgers in the top of the fifth. We finally got on the scoreboard against Johnny Cueto. As here comes the pitch from Cueto, and that's ball two.
Much bite on the slider
Two
that
out.
time, taken outside.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Swing and a
Wow,
miss.
strike
They got a
one.
piece, actually. It's 2-1.
Not a good one
no
to swing
errors
at,
for
but
the
I did.
Dodgers thus far.
Must have got excited as that's hit the right field, and there's your hit from Austin Barnes.
Can't bring it down. Base hit.
But that feels good for Barnes. You know, his first at bat was good and solid.
So
And here comes Rich Hill.
Rich Hill comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch.
Ball
And
one.
he takes ball one. Barnes, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swung on and missed.
Strike.
1-1.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
A 1-1 count.
1-1.
Here's the pitch.
Strike
Ball
two.
and 2 strikes.
Strike two.
The 1-2.
1-2. Popped up.
Now a swing and he gets him to pop up. Longoria ranging into the outfield. He's
Oh my
there
God.
to track
I got
it
a
down,
lead in
and
my
that'll end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for LA. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Giants nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with manager Bruce Bochy. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats.
Yeah,
They've
they're
only
not,
managed
but that's
one
all right.
base runner in this game. So it's easy to see why he said they haven't
And here
shown much
comes
fight today.
Buster
He's
Posey.
hoping to see
1-0
someone step
Dodgers
up
on the
and find a
bottom
way
of the
to get
5th.
something
40
going
pitches
there.
for Rich
This
Hill.
game isn't out of hand,
And
so
that's
it
strike
remains
one.
to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi.
So 0-1
I'm
to
shocked he
Buster
took that
Posey.
pitch right there. That
Hit
ain't
the
plus 90s
Corey
right
Seager,
there. That's mid to
and
low
that'll be the
90s
first out, 0
fastball
for
in the
2,
honey hole.
Buster.
I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
And there's one down now.
So 1 up, 1
A little
out.
bit over halfway home tonight. Bottom of the
And here
5th
comes
as we get a
Evan
look at our
Longoria.
line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for
0-1.
these guys. And they
Strike
have
one.
not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly.
Strike one
Evan
to Evan
Longoria
Longoria.
stands in
You know,
as he
he's-
looks at a called
You never
strike.
know with Evan
And a pitch
Longoria.
in
He
the
could
third as
crank one, he
lays
could
off.
not.
It's
He could,
1-1.
he's a little sketchy hitter. I don't know how I feel about Longoria being up at the plate with a 1-0
A ball
game.
and 2 strikes now.
Like, really crushing,
Bases are
really
empty, 1
not.
man.
Like hitting 228 on the season or something like that. And not so good,
And
but
no
you
out for
never
that
know with
time
Evan
for
Longoria.
It's back to 2-2 now.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out
Wow,
with another
3-2. Not a good pitch right there.
A couple of times, so it's not going to
Here comes
surprise
the
him
pitch.
anymore.
Adam Duvall on deck. Hit the right field, and that's an out. Adam Duvall, their worst hitter, is on deck.
Brings it in for the second out of the inning.
So, the last, how we were talking about getting walked off by Brandon Bell earlier, the one who committed the walk-off, who threw the pitch, was actually Tony Cingrani, who we haven't seen in a while. He's down in AAA, been working down there, and, you know, so I'm not too worried now that I know that Cingrani was the one to do it. I actually went back, well, you know, I actually got my phone and went through YouTube to see who was the pitcher to give that up, and it was Tony Cingrani with the fastball high in the middle of the zone. So, as Adam Duvall, look, fouls that one off as it's 1-2. 0 for 1 is Duvall. 1-2 count. Here comes the slider ball. Okay, that was probably one of the worst pitches I've thrown all game.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't
Foul
think
ball.
for a second just because
If you're the Giants, you really need to work Rich Hill. Get into that bullpen early. Wow,
ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Alright, Hanson on deck, hitting 218, 3-2 count, Adam Duvall. Here comes the slider, walked him. Great at bat from Adam Duvall as the tying run is at first in the bottom of the fifth. Here comes Alan Hanson, 0 for 1. Here comes the pitch, strike one.
No balls and 1 strike.
So Rich Hill trying to escape this inning cleanly. And this is hit to Seager. Seager's going to throw over to first a long way for the out. So that's good. Oh, that was pretty good as here comes Chris Taylor, 1 for 2. Tomorrow we'll have Julio Reyes on the mound, and I don't know who they're going to pitch. Wow, that could have been crushed if I would have got a good swing time. Slider away. Yeah, Johnny Cueto, you know, even though they're losing right now by 1-0, he's still a really great pitcher. He's been killing us today. You know, Jock Peterson's triple was a big reason why we got to run. Oh my God, slider away, D. Gordon, got it. You know, that Jock Peterson triple was one big reason why we scored, and Verdugo being able to get the ball in play, because if Verdugo would have been able to get the ball in play, I'm pretty sure Barnes maybe would have got Jock in, but maybe not. I don't know. I feel like Barnes is Barnes would be a maybe to even get a base hit with 2 outs, even though he did get a hit after Verdugo got out. I'm just saying, strike one though. Strike one to Corey Seager, 0 for 2 in today's game. Corey Seager's kind of been struggling, not playing the best, but you know, that's alright. He'll grind out of it as that's hit the left. Longoria with a snag, and that's a second out. As here comes Brandon Crawford, 0 for 2 himself, wishing he would maybe get a base hit. This is buddy Johnny Cueto. Ball 1. Really good take right there from Brandon Crawford. 78 pitches for Cueto. I could see him getting pulled out here pretty soon. The pitch count getting high. Not because he's had a bad night, just because of the pitch count. 80 pitches for Cueto. Strike 2. Alright. Really liking that changeup away from Brandon Crawford. And I don't blame Johnny Cueto. He's gotten the calls all game for that changeup away. And that's a hit for Brandon Crawford into right field. Let's go. The Giant fans kind of cheered right there. I heard him go, oh, like, what a hit right there from Crawford.
Maybe not a good idea to throw this guy back.
That was a beautiful hit from Crawford. As here comes Max Muncy.
He was not going to let the second one go by. Nice job right there, staying through that baseball.
Pitch. The slider high really got me swinging right there. Kinda. That got me a little nervous. It's Crawford. Crawford's running on Cueto, and that's a hit. I'm advancing Crawford to third. Crawford will be safe. Max Muncy has a single, and can't believe that worked. I didn't, I really didn't mean to hit it, but it worked. I'll take it. As here comes Cody Bellinger. Trevor Gott warming up in the bullpen. 83 pitches for Cueto. Here comes the pitch. Hit the right field. Will that drop? Yes, it will. 2-0.
But he gets back in time, safe at second
Dodgers,
base.
let's go, baby.
Hey, D-Row, they're making
Let's
this guy
go.
pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard.
Let's go.
Killing him softly,
2-0.
station to station.
And here comes Jock Peterson. If you're Johnny Cueto, you're trying to get out of this inning. You got the lead, well, not the lead leading. Jock Peterson, the Dodger leading home run leader up at the plate. He hit a triple earlier on you, and if he gets one into the gap again, Muncy's scoring and maybe Bellinger. As here goes the pitch. 1-1.
Get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen.
Derek Law and Trevor Gott is warming up quickly in the bullpen. Comes the pitch from Johnny Cueto. Yeah, and that's caught. Line drive straight to D. Gordon. As here comes Joe Panic, pitch hitting 283, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, and 1 stolen base. Wow. That's his season stats. Holy smokes. I don't know why he hasn't been playing. This is a strike one.
With a strike on the outer half. Comes into his first at bat at 283. 1 home run and a pair of RBIs.
And ball.
And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1.
Joe Panic. I feel like he's getting kind of screwed from the Giants. Only, only 1 home run, 2 RBIs. Like he's a bench player, and that's probably because of D. Gordon. And if I was them, I'd make Joe Panic go over to short or something. Because he's a really good player. As he lines him straight to Bellinger. Look at that, bro. Look at the ERA leaders. And Kenta Maeda still in it. Like, that's just how good our bullpen, our starting rotation is. The only one who's missing is Julio Urias. And the reason is why because of that is because he hasn't pitched enough innings, or I think that's the reason why he ain't in that category, because if he was, then he'd be right behind Rich Hill. That's a 12-6 curve, and that's a pitch. They'll say he's safe. How though? I'm gonna challenge that he was out, and like definitely he was out. I don't know why. I don't know. That was a pretty close play, but I'm gonna say he's out. There's no way he outbeat us right there. Yeah.
I couldn't really tell
he was
when
so
I saw
out.
it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
Yeah. So that's an out. As here comes Gerardo Parra. I knew it was an out. I was like, no way, he's safe.
Take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
0 for 2 is Gerardo Parra. As a strike here to Parra. That was a really good pitch.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired,
Two-seamer. Here we go.
their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's
Hit the right field. Off the wall. Thank you.
And it's off the 4th archway.
I was going to say, I hope that's not gone.
Now he'll get into scoring position.
So that's a double for Gerardo Parra.
this guy's really starting to swing.
9 double of the years. Here comes D. Gordon. We're going to go warm up in the pen. We're going to warm up.
Right here now. 9 games. That's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well.
Scott Alexander.
And he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
And we need a really good righty. Pedro Baez. As Craig Kimbrell in our franchise is a Dodger, but in real life now he's a Cub. He got signed Wednesday to the Chicago Cubs. So good for him, but I really wish the Dodgers would have got him because just reasons. And yeah, it's just 1-1 B. Gordon, all for 2. Yeah, and what a play from the one and only Cody Bellinger to end the night for Rich Hill. As here comes Trevor Gott. Yeah, that bottom of the 6th would end the night for Rich Hill. As here comes Trevor Gott. Oh, that's a really weird pitch delivery right there. 94 fastball. Okay.
Into the
0-1. Here
windup.
comes the pitch we got.
0-1. Another one
0-2.
fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Fouled off.
Fouled off.
Now another 0-2. The
Ball.
0-2 is a
1-2.
breaking pitch taken for a ball. 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Comes the pitch.
That's
Hit the
lifted
left
other way out
field,
to
and that's
left.
an out.
Duvall has it in his tracks. 1 down.
Somebody's still warming up in that bullpen. Over there, Mark
Digging in
Melanson.
to try it again. Austin Barnes. It was a single for him in his last
Here
at
comes
bat.
the pitch from Trevor Gott, and that's right up the middle. This is going to be a close play. And D. Gordon got it.
Throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And here comes Rich Hill, who really wants to
Digging
pitch.
in, Rich Hill.
But
He
his night
started
is
out the
over
evening
as
0 for 2 so far.
let's put David Freese in as a pitch hitter.
David Freese will grab a bat and
So
hit it
this
to the pitcher.
officially ends the night for Rich Hill. Here comes David Freese. You know, surprisingly, David Freese, as many games as we played him, I feel like we played him a lot. He only has 1 home run. Just 1. But 11 RBIs, hitting 292, but I guess as a utility man, that's what happens.
And it's 1-1.
Even though he
And
let
being
that
a
one
vet,
go,
Russell
you know
Martin
that's
and
the kind
him
of
and,
pitch he
you
likes
know,
to take a big hack
JT
at.
are
Not too
probably
many power
the
hitters
vets
that
of
don't
the
like
squad,
a stomach
and
high
Kershaw
fastball,
for the
so
pitching
he's
staff,
probably not throwing that one again.
as it's
The
1-2.
1-2 is looked
2-2.
at for ball number 2.
Just wishing David
Pretty
Freese would
standard
launch
curve in
one
the dirt, looking
here
for a strikeout
soon.
there, but
Not,
that was a
it
good
doesn't have to
job
do
of
it tonight, but
recognizing it and holding back at
fouled
the plate.
off.
Still even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one
2-2,
off.
fighting off, baby, let's go.
Another 2-2 offering. And he
Good
popped
to
him up.
right field and out.
Is there to make the catch, and the side is
Well,
retired.
sucked. As here comes Brandon Belt, and here comes Scott Alexander to face him.
Gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start
All right,
the
here we go.
7th.
Lefty versus
Next will
lefty.
be the
Brandon
pinch
Belt
hitter,
for some reason.
Brandon Belt, his prior history
Looking really good
versus
right there as
arm.
this is
He's
hit to
gone 2 for
left.
6.
And that's an out.
Peterson is there to put it away.
So
and
one
on
pitch
one
for
pitch,
Alexander,
Belt
and
is retired.
I'll end his. No, I'm not gonna waste Alexander like that. He's gonna be used.
Ready for another shot now. Buster Posey. 0 for 2.
His
on the
confidence
line.
is trying to work.
High
That's
in
popped
the air
up.
into shallow left center.
2 pitches, 2 outs.
Peterson comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
The batter.
Here comes Evan Longoria.
Evan Longoria. He's 0 for 2
Start
thus
going.
far in this one. No balls and a strike to count. 2
If
out,
you're Scott
nobody on.
Alexander, you're coming out here to get another clean inning.
There's a
Because
shin
that's
high
ball 1.
slider laid off for a ball.
1-1.
And he'll take a look
2.
at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Comes
Hey,
the
this offense needs to get it going right here.
Fastball, foul.
Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the
1-2,
mentality.
foul.
They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
Now another 1-2.
And that's a hit.
Left center, base hit.
That's
So
a base
instead of
hit,
leading
but
off
he
the
will
next
not
inning,
extend
the
that
2-out
into
hit
double
brings
D's. But
Adam
cut off
Duvall
from
in
Chris
this inning.
Taylor. What a
It's the
run
best
down from
competition in all the
CT3 out
sport,
there.
The pitcher against the batter right there. He fouled off multiple pitches.
And here comes Adam Duvall.
Used to go down. Not only did he get a knock,
0 for 1 with the walk.
advanced in pitch total up.
Ball 1.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strike.
Big
Duvall
moment here in
is
this
often
game.
heralded for his
Scott
defensive
Alexander trying to
capabilities
get out of here,
controlling the
and that's
outfield.
foul.
So much, in fact, it's not uncommon to hear the word elite when used in talking about his skill set. So I guess it goes without saying that his pitcher teammates
2-1.
always appreciate having him out there behind them.
Yeah, he just seems to be in the
Change
right
up.
place at the right time. I don't know if he could see the
Hit
signs
the
from
Jock
out
Peterson
there,
to
but
end the
hit
inning.
ball.
And we'll have to leave it there as the
Oh,
play
I
is
was getting a
made.
little nervous right there.
And now Boch
Yeah,
is going to make
nervous
his
as
way
here
out
comes
toward
Mark
home plate.
Melanson.
And
1.33.
we'll see a double switch here.
Yeah, he's been
Mark
killing it on
Melanson
the season.
is summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
1.33 for his ERA. Strike one, cutter. What a, that's great.
And batting 9, number 26.
Popped up. That's exactly what Mark Melancon came out here to do. That's hit the D. Gordon for the first out. D. Gordon, man. Pretty good as here comes Corey Seager 0 for 3 in the ninth.
He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Pitch. Mark Melancon. Check swung. Oh, man. I didn't mean to check swing there. I just accidentally tapped it.
Standing in,
Whoopsies.
His career numbers against
Here
Melancon.
comes Brandon Crawford, 1 for 3. Strike one.
Swung on and missed 0-1. Melancon is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
Here is this guy, knuckle curve and a splitter.
You have great stuff and you strike everybody out.
And then he has 2 hard pitches, what I really like. That cutter was nice because that's popped up, and that's another out. So 6 pitches for Mark Melancon to the tie of the side. Pretty impressive. Here comes Pedro Baez.
He'll get things started now.
We haven't seen him for a while, it feels like. His hands gonna switch hitters. Here comes the pitch right down the middle. Strike one.
And he starts the number
Pedro Baez's last outing, he almost blew the game. And I'm pretty sure that was against the Phillies, I think.
That time it's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs.
So he's trying
and
to
you're down 0-2.
have a really clean inning
This is where you
here.
got to take a deep breath
Ball
and
one.
not commit. You're either all in on another fastball,
37,000
or you're finding a way to stay back to attack
37,041 people here tonight.
And it's fouled away.
There's a lot more
Batter's gonna
people in
have to find a
attendance
way to
than I
regroup
thought
right
there
there.
actually
That
was
caught
during
too
this
much
game.
of the plate. He
That's
knew it. He
that's
missed
another
it. He
foul.
might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Comes a pitch high.
Hard hit to first.
Hit the Bellinger for the
And
first
take it
out.
to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
And here comes Chris Shaw.
The next to take a turn at the plate.
Hitting
And he's getting his
224 on
first
this
plate
season.
appearance here in the 8th after entering off
Ball
the bench
one,
just a little
according
bit
to
ago.
the umpire.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0
Pitch from
home.
Pedro. Hit
Hard on the
the
ground to
Crawford.
second. Crawford's got it.
For an out.
And that's the second out.
Here comes Cameron Maben.
Now for San Francisco, Cameron Maben, career numbers against Baez. He's
And that's a hit.
333 hitter, and that is in there for a 2-out base
Good
knock.
hit right there from Cameron Maben.
Hey
Another
guys, he's
single
lucky
in
he's
today's
getting
game.
his baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's
And here
eyes lit
comes
up, and he was
Gerardo
able to put
Parra.
good foot on.
He's been clutch for the Giants this year,
And Dan,
or
what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
well, against us. He's always been clutch against the Dodgers. 1 for 3. Here comes the pitch from. Alright, 2-0. Alright, Dave Roberts. Let's go have a
Now
mound
time is
visit.
called
Let's
here
go to
as
the
we'll get a
bullpen.
trip to the mound.
We have no lefties, like, unless we warm up Arias. No. We ain't gonna warm up Arias. We just have so many lefties coming up, and that means we don't have to warm up Dylan Floro and Kenley Jansen. Dylan Floro, I feel like if there's a situation, he's the one to get us out of it. It's 2-0.
2-0 on the way. He's running. Pitches a cold strike. The throw.
I'm gonna say he's safe. Strike one right down the middle of the plate, and a run at second.
This guy has one of
Damn.
the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal at second base.
Foul off. I can't believe Gerardo Parra actually swung. 2-2 to Parra. Bottom of the 8th. Runner on second. 2 out. Got him with the fastball looking. Let's go. Dylan Floro could sit now, and Jansen gets to warm and think about the close. Here comes Will Smith.
Non-save situation. It's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out
Bottom
for
of the
several
ninth.
days now, so
On top of
just
the
hoping
ninth,
they can
excuse
keep
me.
him sharp and give him the chance
Forgot
to
that
pitch
I'm
in
not
a
the
real
home
game
team.
situation here.
As it's 0-1. On to Muncie.
0-1 pitch on its way. And a pitch in the
Oh.
third as he lays off. It's 1-1.
1-2, 1 for 2. Looking to get a base hit here in the top of the ninth.
Line
Rush to center, and it will be caught.
Is there, and he has it for the first out.
The first baseman, number 35.
And here comes Cody Bellinger, 1 for 3.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Maybe if I could get a bunt down. Let's see.
First pitch of the at bat on its way, and he's
I should have pulled back. I don't know what the hell I was doing.
1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
0-1. 18th inning in New York for them. Rockies. Wow, they're gonna say I went full BS. This home plate umpire, I don't know about this guy, but you know, I've liked them and I haven't. I don't like that call. There's no way I went around.
Got him
there
swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Another K. So comes Jock Peterson.
Jock Peterson hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted
Brandon
in
Belt
the
playing
line
far
out.
back.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like you did.
Oh my God.
And all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while. To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box.
That outside corner.
I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit
the ump would have called that a strike anyway if I wanted to swing too.
When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
He went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Surprised they didn't do a check swing.
On 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing a bat at that pitch.
Fouled away.
Fouled off. Jansen in the pen thinking, you got to come out here. Get out of this inning. And we win our 51st win of the season as a victory.
A good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together.
I'm hoping that Kenley Jansen doesn't come out here and blow this game. Here comes Kenley Jansen coming out here to get a save. ERA 166, 21.2 innings, 15 Ks. Lefties have a better batting average, obviously, and 18 saves for Jansen. Here we go.
Yeah, I would imagine
250 lefties have average on Jansen as that's hit up the middle, and that's an out.
Taylor is there, and that won't help the cause.
So 1 up, 1 out. D. Gordon not having a good night against the Dodgers. Kenley Jansen trying to get another save.
As we take a look at league saves leaders entering
Josh
play.
Hader passed him in league in save leaders because we haven't made Jansen save in a while. Brandon Belt. Strike 1, cutter away.
Part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen, just 3 for 14. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times.
And that's hit the center. CT3 out there for this one to get the second out.
Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
So 2 up, 2 out, and here comes Buster Posey over
chance. Buster Posey. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. 0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit.
And that's a hit. Tying run up.
Bachanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
He ain't gonna run 2. There's no way he gets safe. The tying run coming up. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Evan Longoria.
Evan Longoria. He singled his last time up.
If you're Jansen, you just need to get it out. That's all we're looking for. And there's your out, Brandon Crawford, the Bellinger for the out on the Longoria, and that's a save, a win for Rich Hill, and a 12th game winning streak for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Let's go, baby. Jansen, really good job. Let's look at the box score. I want to see his ERA now.
Rich Hill gets to double digits.
His ERA is 1.03.
Permitting only 2 hits in
pretty
6
good.
complete innings.
Jansen, good job. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Tough to win, and let's go. Tomorrow we have a race on the mound. So see you guys.